So Professor Liu is going to teach you how to do chapter 5 homework number 2. For this program, we need you to write a program that reads a temperature. So you read a temperature value. Is the temperature in United States is Celsius or Fahrenheit. In other country, some country only use Celsius. Alright, so anyway, there are two type of temperature. Okay, so here we use Fahrenheit. But in case you go to Asia country, they use Celsius. So we do need to know how to convert them. So the temperature has two types, either Celsius or Fahrenheit. You need to write a Java program be able to convert if Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius. Now, since you guys are not using Celsius, Fahrenheit too much, so we're going to practice this right now. Okay, we're going to practice this. First, we practice until we know how to do it. Then we're going to write the program for that. Is that okay? So let me show you my input here. So if I say, can anybody tell me what's the degree today? Check your phone. Tell me what's the temperature today, right now. Anybody? Anybody check your phone? Tell me the temperature right now. All right. 64 Fahrenheit. Is that right? Now, so 63, 64 Fahrenheit. So now we need to know that if anybody input 63 Fahrenheit, you need to let me know what's the temperature type right now. So we are using Fahrenheit or we are using Celsius? What we are using? So if input is 63 F, what's the temperature type? It's either F or C. So what's the temperature type right now? Can anyone tell me? So am I confused you right now? Input, that's right, Linfen. We are using Fahrenheit. That based on that input, what is our degree? What is our degree? So you ask user to input the temperature in 63 F. So okay, the temperature is F. So what's the degree? What's the degree right now? How many? 63. Good job. So to calculate, this time to calculate, obviously you want to do what? From F to C. Alright, you want to do F to C. So then you do C, okay? C degree. Then equal, if you forget, let me tell you right now. You got to take this degree. You have to minus 32. Alright. Then, okay. Then you times by 5 and divide by 9. Okay, so can anyone calculate this for me right now? Take out your calculator, please. Please take out your calculator and okay. By the way, I need parentheses, okay? Okay, so can anyone take out your calculator and calculate for me? 63 minus 32 times 5 divided by 2. Anybody do it for me? 17.2. So 17.2. Oh, sorry. So display is 63 Fahrenheit Fahrenheit is equal, we're going to equal to 17.2 Celsius. Celsius. Okay, I have typo. Let me fix right now. Fahrenheit and Celsius. All right, so that will be display. Let's try another one right now. Okay, let's try another one. So let me put this 25C. 25C. So the user may enter 63F25C. So when 25C, what's the temperature data type? Let me ask somebody to answer all these at one time for me. Let me ask Kevin, are you there? Kevin? Do you mind? Oh, John already answered. Let's see. So John, can you answer the rest of them? So what's the degree right here? 25. So the calculation right now will be from what? C to F. All right. So this will be F degree. Then equal to. Then that will be 25, your degree, your temperature, okay? Your degree, your 25 needs to times by 9 divided by 5. Once you finish all these, and you plus 25, so plus 32. So take out your calculator right now. Tell me what's the answer. 77. Okay, so you will say 25 Celsius equal to 77 Fahrenheit. All right, we have to do this together right now. Now, so in order to do that, sometimes we have one in the winter time, summer time, we may have 105 Fahrenheit. That's possible. Is this possible temperature? Is 105 Fahrenheit is possible temperature? Yes or no? Yes. All right. So in the winter time right there, we may have 2C. Is that possible? That's also possible. Is that okay? So all this possible. But if I just pull F, okay, and I just pull C, if I have only F and C, can I calculate? Can I do anything? No. So based on that, we are going to write our program right now. Is that okay? Based on that, we're going to write our program. And I'm going to constantly ask you to check. We're going to come back to these notes. All right? So I am going to ask you to do this right now. I'll close all. Everybody. So file, new, Java project. Is okay? And we are going to say chapter 5, homework number 2. Is that right? Homework number 2. Is that okay? And finish. And don't create. Are you okay right now? Everybody? All right. So we are going to come back to create a temperature class. Is that okay? We're going to create temperature class. So right here, we're going to here and new class. All right, everybody. We create a temperature class. A class usually that's put uppercase. Okay. So we are going to call TEM, T-E-R-A-T-U-R-E, temperature. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R. Okay, temperature, everybody. So far, okay? Type like that. But we don't need a public static void main because we create a class. We create a class and there's somebody else need to implement it. So you click finish. All right. So I hope you still remember when we create a class, we need two things. One is private variable. One is private variable. One is public method. So based on this right now, based on this temperature, 63F 25C, just based on this. Okay, based on this. From 63F and 25C, do you think it's a combination of two things? It's a type, temperature type, F, and degree. Yes or no? Alright? So I usually will observe our input. Alright, our input 63 is a degree and F is a type. Alright, so I need to write this right now. Private. Alright, so it's a string. A temp type. That F and C is a string. It's okay. Then I have a private, and this time is integer. Alright, so like 105, and so do you agree with me right now? So for me to create this class, I need to have two things. Got it? I need to have a temp type, and I need to have a degree. So far, do you understand? Yes or no? Daniel, is okay? Everybody? Okay. So now, Daniel, can you explain to me right now, based on these input 63F, F stands for what? F.
Fahrenheit.
That's right. And we're going to call this temp type. Is that right? Temp type. And 63 is a degree. That's why we need these two variables. So we create two variables here. One variable is called temp type. That is used to interpret F or C. We need a degree. That is the one to take input for 63 or 25 or 105 or 2. Do you understand, everybody? Now, Silas, do you understand it now? All right, good. So now we have this right now. We need to create our constructor. What does constructor do? I need to ask a question. What does constructor do? Can anybody tell me? What does constructor do? What's the function of constructor? What does constructor do?
Build a class.
No, not build a class. Anybody? No, not convert type. Provide initialization value. Provide initialization value. So let me ask you right now. So if I got read 63F, your program is going to separate this. By the way, this is a string. This 63F is a string. So let me write down this right now. 63F is a string. Okay, so let me make these two. 63F is a string. For a string here, how many? How many? So how many number do we have right now for this string? If I get the length, 63F, what's the length? What is the length? 3. Good. We already got this right now, okay? So, well, now we already know F because you use your eye to see F. So, but how do you use computer? How do you use computer to get this F? What do you get computer get this F? So if what happened is my string is 3. So if n length, all right. So if length is 3 right now, okay? All right. So the position here is 0 and 1 and 2 and 2. All right. How do you get a F? Did you remember the substring? What you
Length minus 1.
you are going to, that's right. You are going to use length minus 1. Okay? You're going to use length minus 1. So if you substring your length minus 1, this will be your temperature. Understand? All right? Then how do I get my degree? From 0 to what?
Length minus 1.
That's it. Okay? So we're going to write a program to get what we see right here. Oh, by the way, who's the one tell me the answer? Right, okay. So we're going to write I'm going to let you see this one right now, and I am going to write the constructor for you. Remember, constructor is always public. It's okay. All right. And it's always exactly the same name as your class. So just best way is copy paste, especially you have so much typo, something like that. Then we are going to take this right now. Your temperature here is going to take one input. Input is temp. All right. So this is your input, guys. 63 is your input. 63 is your input. Based on this input, we're going to get two things. We're going to get two things. All right. So we are going to get temp, type, and degree. By the way, so this has to be at least two digit, two things. 25, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. N has to be greater than 2, greater equal to. So 2C, that's 1 degree. But F and C, no good. So that means my length must be greater than 2. Can my length be 1? Can my length be 1? Yes or no? Can my length be 1? No. Your length must be greater than equal to. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. But this is no good. This is no good. So let's do the most important. We have to get our length out so we can calculate. So integer m equal to temp. That's a string. The get length. the length. All right. So we got length right now. All right. So first we need to take care of these. If you don't have the correct one, if you just have one, it's just 1 or 0, you got nothing, we're going to say this. All right. If your n is less than 2. All right. So that's not, those are not legal one. And what we're going to say this. If you less than 2, so your temp type, okay, so equal to, we are going to give you a question mark because we cannot read anything right now. And we assuming your degree is 0 because, we don't know what's that. All right. Now we are going to do this. So else you are the one has a right arrange right now. And so your temp type will be equal your temp dot, and we're going to use substring, right here. All right. So we're just going to n minus 1. It's okay. Okay, that will give you the F or the C. Now how to get your degree? Your degree is here. Will be equal your we're going to do this, okay? So first that's a string, so we have to parse it. So integer the parse in, sorry. All right, so we're going to parse in temperature the substring, and we're going to substring from 0 to n minus 1. Is that right? So 0 to n minus 1. All right, so so hold on, I need another one, sorry. So do you understand this right now? Yes or no? All right, so let's take a look here right now. Let's take a look this here, okay? That's 63. It's okay. Let's take a 63 example. Let me do 63. 63. Okay. So do me a favor right now. 63. If my 63 is my input, what's the length? We already say this is what? Length is 3. Is that right? Length is 3. All right. And don't forget, I already told you here. 6 is 0. 3 is 1. F is 2. That's a position. But don't forget your n is 3 right now. N equal 3. So to get my temperature type, n equal 3, boys and girls, n equal 3. So to get the temperature type here, don't you think that's n minus 1? Because 3 minus 1 is 2. So you get this. And if you substring only get this one, that will take the rest. Do you understand? Take the rest. Or if you want to save case, you can do n. Alright? So far, okay? Do you understand? Now, and to take the degree is 0 to 2. 0 to 2. Remember passing that? So they will take a 0 and 1. Why we need to do that? Because your temperature is varied. You may have 63F, 25C, 105F. Of course, you don't have 1000. We all die. But you may have 2C. Do you understand? Do you understand that? Yes or no? And we didn't do anything about the negative positive yet. All right? So, do you understand the constructor? Yes or no? Please let me know. Otherwise, we cannot go on. Daniel, understand this? Linfen, do you understand? Leopold?
I'm confused on one of the earlier parts, the n less than 2. Why do you have it like that?
That's a good question. So what happens if a user give you F or C, or user give you nothing?
Yeah, that I get, but I mean, shouldn't it be 1? Or is n the index value?
No, because if n equal less than 2 right here, I don't have a temperature. You understand? I don't have a temperature, and I don't.
Yeah, okay. If
Yeah.
it's not less than or equal to.
Yeah, last 2. Okay, last 2. So
Yeah, I
that's
get it now.
that you give me 0. This is 0. You give me 0 or you give me 1. You give me one character, one letter, 1. It's okay. All right. So if you give me more than 2, so that means you give me 2, 3, 4, 5. I can calculate. So do you understand, anybody? Leopold, do you understand? Tianjin, Weihang, Tianjin, understand?
I get it.
You get it. Okay. So let me continue, right? So you can understand that. So let's continue right now. So most important is we have to convert and display right now. So we write public. All right. And I want to return a string. Okay. And I'm going to say convert and display. All right. So public string convert and display. Okay. Now this is okay. So my constructor, I have to close my constructor, boys and girls. Okay. So this is my constructor done, and I'm creating another one right now. Okay. Let me see one here. Public temperature. Okay, so 1, 2, 1. I'm done right now. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Okay, so that's right now. So right here, I am going to first have a string output. I'm going to call it output right now, and put a nothing in first. All right. So add my public string convert display right here, and I also need this. I probably need integer. Okay, integer is converted degree. Okay, we're going to do that now. So we got that right now. Then let me see what's wrong with this right now. Once I finish, will become okay. Once I finish, I haven't finished yet. Okay, so I'm going to say this. All right. So if my temperature type UYP, I need to type correct. All right. If my temperature type, then I wanted to ignore either uppercase or lowercase of c. So I'm going to say equals ignore, equal ignore case, equal ignore case, and I am going to put quotation C. So, but if you give me lowercase, that's okay. Lower, upper, all this is okay, because I already ignore the case. So once I ignore the case right here, and I'm going to convert the degree. So convert the degree. Jesus, I have so many typos, huh? So my converted degree will be equal here. All right. So remember right now is Celsius to Fahrenheit. So this will be degree. Remember the formula I gave you? Times 9 divided by 5. It's okay. First that. Then you're going to plus 32. All right. Then your output will be this. Will be plus output will be we're going to concave them together. All right. So output will be plus equal degree plus all right. So if my temperature equal to Celsius, I do that. Else now I'm at Fahrenheit right now. So else, all right. So I'm going to copy this thing here, but modify this. So right here, and that will be degree first minus 32. All right. Then first minus 32, then times 5 divided by 9. Okay. So now it's Fahrenheit to Celsius. So this will be Fahrenheit. All right. So then otherwise is Fahrenheit to Celsius. Once I finish all these things, I have to return my output. All right. So my output will return it. All right. So let me ask you, do you understand this or not? You know, which part you don't understand, let me know, please. Noah, Carla, Angela, Gerardo, you have question? Oh, you understand? If you have question, let me know, please. All right, so right here, based on that, based on my temperature, I do the calculation. I do this part. I do the calculation, this part. I do the calculation. Then I display them. All right? So now I am going to write my different one right now. I got temperature right now, right? So that's my class. I'm going to write another one, say read temperature. Is that okay? So I'm going to come here, right click it, new class. I'm going to call this read temperature. Read temperature. But this one is implement. So I have to public static void main. It's okay? So I'm here right now. Okay? So I have to do this. Okay? So boys and girls, I have to get first I'm going to use scanner in. And first I'm going to write this SYS SYS. Okay, I'm going to say read this program reads and input temperature and convert to input temp and input temperature convert to different type of temperature. Okay, we're going to do that. Then we're going to read. So you have to say scanner in equal new scanner and system dot in. Okay, we're going to do that. Then here we need to get our scanner, right? Import scanner. Once the scanner is imported, now we're going to say enter a degree with the degree type. So we ask them enter a degree with a degree type. We give them an example, okay? We make sure that example will be 13C. Oh, sorry. Example will be 13C and 65F, something like that, okay? All right. So they already know that, and let's have backslash n. All right, so we make sure they know that. Oh, we don't need that. Okay, make sure the user know that. Okay, now we're going to do this right now. So we're going to use our class right now. Is that right? So now we're going to get the string right now. So string, our input is from your in the next line. Or next is fine. Okay, so we got our input right now. So they gave me 65 blah blah. I got it right now. Then I need to use the temperature. I wrote it right here. TEMPETU TEMPERATURE. That's the temperature we wrote it, and we're going to just call this 10, okay, or my 10, just 10, equal to new TEMPERATURE. But you need to have an input because our program, right, we need to have input. The input is right here. Okay, that's a program we wrote it. Remember, right here we need an input. So now you put input right here. Once you put the input right here, we're going to convert. Is that right? So we're going to say here, and we just write system. All right. So we're going to say this, okay? Print line, and we're going to have the this convert display thing right here, okay? So T dot convert display. T dot convert and display, because convert and display will convert it and display. So let's run this program right now. All right. So I'm going to run as a Java application. All right. And I'm going to run read temperature. Okay. Right here. So I'm going to put 64. We try 64. Is that right? 64 F. Okay. Hello. Yeah.